Have you ever tried out a budget trip? Today we are going to try out a budget trip. Bus to Kisoro, just to see like a normal person how can he or she travel and to explore this country. So I'm going to meet my team. I have Jacob and Hilda. They're already at the bus park. Yes, just right here from Kampala, Nankulabye. Let's go. For me, I've set off from our station. Let's go Bwindi. So I've packed some little clothes and go to the Zaman. But now let's go. Let's attack. Border.
Kitegeeza yakagwa gwe mutima ogw'okwagala eggwanga sanyusa okubasanga era nsaba expedition eno gye tugendako ebeere ya ddembe tuginyumirwe tutumbule ebyobulambuzi by'ensi yaffe.
We have been here since 1993, and we are very glad that tourism in Uganda is improving every other day, every other year, and we have started registering domestic tourism, or East African residents or Ugandan residents coming. Tourism used to be for foreigners, but actually mostly in holidays, public holidays, we get a lot of Ugandans coming to visit us, including weekends.
Nange tubano ku Mutanda. Oba kali kasozi ki?
Yagala akasozi nkawe erinnya. Nkayite Zuma.
Zuma tekajjamu. Oga kanye okola obukola kanye yes.
This is Mutanda Eco Community Center. It's a campsite that works with local communities through provision of product and services. The products which include canoeing, swimming, you can go even fishing, but also there is a spiritual island where historically it's called Punishment Island. They used it to keep some pregnant women until they give birth. And also it was an area where they had rainmakers. And many tourists are very interested to visit such areas. Uganda Museum is working with, I think, with the district tourism department to develop it. However, this is a volcanic crater lake and has fresh water. It has no bilharzia, and many people like to come and stay here, but also do the tours. So among the tours or activities we do here, people go for gorilla trekking starting from here. In Mulehe National Park, they go even to Bwindi, but also they come for bird watching. Then we have also zip line here. We provide the accommodation, of course, services. And then people come here for meetings, relaxing, but mostly we get mostly Europeans who come like maybe 3 days and they go. But every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, we have mostly Ugandans come here. The sands, I would say, these are more than 80 meters deep, but I myself, I have to rely on that information. It is very deep. Yeah, I can furnish you with the statistics because there is statistics of the size and wildlife in it. There is 2 species of otters in this lake. There is different types of fish. Mutanda Eco Community Center. The center that brings the gap between communities and conservation. So neighboring communities making handicrafts that they sell to tourists who come here, but as well they utilize the lake for other livelihood. We have fishermen who work here, even though they take tourists on holidays, but basically the fishermen have been living here for many, many years. So we have a livelihood project that work between the camp and the communities. And also there is vegetation like a papyrus, raffia, where the communities harvest and make these souvenirs the tourists take. So basically, this lake is beneficial to local communities. And they are very proud that this lake is here, or they found themselves near this lake. And also I'm very proud that I started a business that work with communities and as well conserve the wetland here, which is the habitat for the wildlife you can see.
Lake Mutanda is found in western Uganda, Kisoro district.
There are many theories that depict the name Mutanda. Historically here they used to make handicrafts, and there are some different plant species that makes handicrafts, including some of those plants. There is what they call amatanda. So amatanda are some of the strips from some vegetation they use to make different type of handicrafts. And commonly, every woman in the area was taught how to make handicrafts, like how they can strip papyrus, and then they also do tie-dye, and then make handicrafts that can be sold with the beautiful colors, probably colors we can be able to show you. So the name is depicted from the material for making handicraft called amatanda. Here we are actually supported by NEMA and then the district environment. They are encouraging us, and we work with the communities to plant indigenous trees, restoration. We have planted 1,500 indigenous trees from the forest, of which I'm going to show you. We have planted bamboos, we have planted different types which you will be seeing from Bwindi National Park. And the communities as well are planting in their gardens, because most of the trees have been colonized by eucalyptus, which is not indigenous trees. And like here, 80% of eucalyptus have been removed and replaced with indigenous trees, of which I'm going to show you. So that is the part of our restoration project we have here, and we do it with the communities. Even today, we have a bunch of seedlings you can see from the indigenous nursery bed. Actually, these trees are donated to plant so that we can have a restored natural place. And we are very proud that we have taken that initiative, but also we are getting a lot of support from the district, the Environment Office and the Tourism Office, as well as NEMA.
Welcome to Lake Mulehe Gorilla Lodge. Joash Mulondo is my name. I'm the manager of this lodge. We are located in Kisoro district, opposite Lake Mulehe. So actually our lodge was named after Lake Mulehe. This Lake Mulehe was formed after, it was a swamp initially, but then after the formation, it was named Lake Mulehe because there were trees called the Mulehe trees. So that swamp, they used to collect firewood from there. So those firewood, those firewood used to come from the Mulehe tree. Now, when the lake was later formed, it was named after those trees that were called Mulehe trees. That's why the name of Lake Mulehe came from. Lake Mulehe Gorilla Lodge is under Churchill Retired Safaris and Uganda Cultural Lodges. So Uganda Cultural Lodges, we have different lodges. The first one is called Hoima Cultural Lodge. It is in Hoima district. Then after that, we constructed this one of Lake Mulehe Gorilla Lodge. Then from this one, we have another one in Lake Mburo National Park. It's called Chigarama Wilderness Lodge, overlooking the national park of Lake Mburo. According to we have beautiful sceneries of Lake Mulehe, and it's very close to gorilla trekking, where they do gorilla trekking. It's 30 kilometers from here to Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. Then when we have our clients here, we have some activities that we do here. We have the Batwa performance. Batwa is one of the tribes which was in the national park. For them, their culture is basically on hunting. So we are trying slowly to push them from the park because they kill the animals. So we keep on boosting their culture and dancing, like through dancing, telling us some stories about the way they live. So that's how we are trying to save the animal, to conserve those animals in the national park, mostly the gorillas that bring people this side. We have people who do fishing, but according to the government, we are first pausing it a bit for now because there's some reasons that's why the government is first stopping them from doing fishing. However, we have some activities that we do on the lake. We do the canoeing that normally starts in the morning, then in the evening hours, depending on the weather.
Badde mbuuza eno leke nga tebagisomesanga mu SST. Alaka yaita bimanye byeno. Fidu akabatuleta wabi. Oh, nkoi.
Thank you for visiting Lake Mulehe Gorilla Lodge. I'm so glad I host you guys.
Mukani tazira zira nabali hanuwe turabashu use our phones. Let's meet you, Winfred. Welcome to Kaara.
Yes, good evening. You're most welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, how was it, man? How was the journey?
We decided that we wanted to put up something that was unique, something that everyone could call home, something that somewhere where you could come and relax. You come with your family, you come with your friends. We are heavy on wellness, so we want you to come and de-stress. We've had a long week, and I think its location really spoke to us. So we're right on the edge of Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. So you have stunning panoramic views of the forest, and on the other side you can also see the Virunga Mountains. What also makes this place unique is its altitude. So we are at about 7,000 feet in altitude, which is incredibly high. You can see the clouds passing through the lodge on a clear day such as today, and when you're here, it stays with you. Even after your stay, it stays with you, and you maintain memories of this place for the rest of your life. So this facility comprises of 6 cottages with a total capacity of about 16 people. That's what it can accommodate. And the thought process behind the architecture was, how can we incorporate local materials? So as I've said, wood, a lot of iconic volcanic Chisoro stone, as you can see behind me. So this is stone that is formed from the volcanoes, and it's abundantly available. So we simply got it, and we used local craftsmen to chip it and to make some of the beautiful designs that you're able to see here. So we really wanted to pay homage to the area, make sure that we are engaging the local craftsmen and benefiting from their centuries of skills. So we support the community in various ways. For starters, 100% of our staff are Ugandan, and they come from the region. Dancers that comes and entertains our guests, of about 40 ladies, and they do the traditional dances. So they'll come every time that we have guests, and we engage them on that, and we support them to be able to do that. In the course of construction, we also engaged over 100 community members, from ferrying sand to stones to masonry. So we made sure that even after we are done with our project, these people have received skills that they can then use in other lodges and so on and so forth. Sustainability is at the heart of what we do, and you see it almost everywhere you look, even from the benchmarking to construction to the finishing. We've had a lot of measures around sustainability. So for starters, the lodge is 100% solar powered. There is no diesel generator on site. So when you're staying with us, you have zero carbon footprint. This is great for the environment, and we are also able to leverage a resource that is limitless, which is the sun. We also do rainwater harvesting. This simply means that we're able to collect rainwater and convert it into drinking water.
using our state-of-the-art ultraviolet water filtration system. By doing that, we can eliminate plastic bottles from the property, so you won't find any mineral water bottles, and every guest who stays here is given a metal water bottle for their consumption with unlimited refills of our drinking water. Kaara is located on the edge of Bwindi Impenetrable National Park, which is an incredibly beautiful national park, the best in Uganda, in my opinion, simply because of its sheer diversity. It has over 320 bird species that are endemic to this area that you can't find anywhere else in the world. It's got forest elephants, it's got monkeys, and of course it's home to over half of the world's remaining endangered mountain gorillas. Incredibly important that we keep this forest in perfect condition, in exactly the way we found it, so that even long after we are gone, there's no evidence that we're ever here. So that is really the guiding principle behind how we choose to construct and how we choose to set up any structures here. So we are heavy on natural materials, so stone, wood, all of these things that are environmentally friendly, that you don't require a lot of transportation in order to bring to the site. We use a lot of iconic volcanic chisel rock. So these are things that are easily accessible, they're beautiful, and they don't incur a lot of transport emissions, because I'm not like I'm transporting them from across the country. No, everything that is used is locally sourced. And I think that's incredibly important, because once you start polluting this environment, you pose a danger to its greatest asset, which is the mountain gorillas.
Thank you very much. We wish you the best. And the reason why we decided to make the group, we find that for us, we are not educated well. So we decided to make a group that wherever we get visitors like you, we come and entertain you, and with our traditional dances and songs, welcoming songs.
Our hike can take usually between 2 to 3 hours, depending on our speed. And during the course of our hike, when we are lucky, sometimes we can see some monkeys, we can see some antelopes, sometimes you can see some baboons. On rare occasions, you can see elephants. So basically those are some of the animals which we can see when we are walking in the forest. Like 0.1%, if you are lucky, you can see a gorilla. But we rarely see them. And what I promise that you must see are the waterfalls, if you can walk and get there, because for them they are always there. Maybe if you request come back before we can reach them. And I request you to work as a team. We need to work as one team. We are not of the same pace. Sometimes we may not be of the same interest, but we need to work together. And by working as a team, I'm very sure that we are going to have the best experience.
Lunaku olwaleero tuli wano ku nature walk mu Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. Laba ekibira, laba ekibira. So far we are about to cover halfway of the distance we are supposed to cover today, and the remaining part is likely to be a bit flat and then that's down to the falls. So right now we have reached at the Rushaga waterfalls, and it is not always easy to get there. We decided to create a boardwalk with some ladders that can make you easily reach in a small cave where it's located. And in the whole park, it is one of the powerful waterfalls, because when you enter into the cave, you can really feel the strength of the water, and the flow is really very powerful. So we are, the whole team has reached Rushaga Waterfall, and they are very excited.
We are from the nature walk. It's my third time to do it. Especially the walk in the forest itself. When you're communicating, you're hearing the sound of the forest, and the bird is communicating, and you really feel that you're in the real natural environment. So the walk from Rushaga Gate to the Rushaga Waterfall was kind of steep, where we had we had to pass through dense forest, terrain, until we reached the waterfall.
The experience was really nice. The hike was hectic, yes, it is really serious, but I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed the falls. The Rushaga Falls were nice, and yeah, you get to see some animals in the forest, so it was nice.
The hike was amazing, enchanting, thrilling. It's a good experience, and I wish I'll go back, tell my friends, everyone to come here and enjoy the experience.
We enjoyed the experience.
We just finished the nature walk in this beautiful, beautiful Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. It's amazing, highly recommended for wellness, for relaxation, for exercise. I can't recommend it enough. It was an exhilarating experience. We got to see the waterfalls. They were loud, they were roaring. We had the best time of our lives.
The trek was good, though quite challenging because of the slipperiness and the trail being exhausting, but it was nice.
I saw diverse trees. Tall! Oh my God! I even don't know whether I can measure, the height.
This opportunity, on behalf of my team that I went with in the forest, to welcome you back from the forest nature walk, and I thank you so much for loving conservation. I thank you for loving the Bwindi forest, because coming here means that you really love the Bwindi forest. You really love your country or our country, and we thank you for the challenge to the rest of the Ugandans who have not done this.
with unlimited